Marta, ¿puedes contarnos qué pescado es?
Esto, como pueden ver, esto es una saltona. Aquí el nombre de ella es saltona. Tiene aproximadamente como un cuarto.
Cuéntame.
Y este otro que están viendo aquí es una cojinúa.
¿Y cuándo los trajeron?
Tienen 2 días que el esposo mío salió a pescar y me los trajo para la liga acá de la casa.
¿Y cómo los vas a preparar, Marta?
Bueno, ahora prepararlo lo más rápido, frito. Como hay otras veces que se puede hacer guisado con coco, como a ti mejor te parezca.
Ok, ¿y qué le vas a poner para fritarlo?
Para fritarlo voy a echarle un poquito de sal y voy a exprimirle un limoncito para que cojan más sabor, porque como ya tiene 2 días de cogido, muchas veces pierden el sabor bien rápido. Entonces voy a echarle limoncito, lo dejo que coja bastante limón y ya después lo frito.
Welcome to the island of Baru, Cartagena, Colombia, and the project Basin Sea Interactions with Communities, known in short as BASIC Cartagena. This 3-year multidisciplinary research project is funded by IDRC and implemented by the Universities of EAFIT, Los Andes and Cartagena, in collaboration with the environmental authority CARDIQUE and the Community Foundation HEO. Here in Baru, the project's researchers are working with artisanal fishermen in order to understand how climate change and pollution are affecting the economy, health, and culture of their communities. In coastal communities like Baru, the economy has traditionally been based on local fishing activities. However, fish stocks have suffered a drastic decline in recent years, and youth unemployment is high. Currently, about 30% of the population continues to depend on fishing, while others have shifted to the tourism economy of nearby beaches and motorcycle taxi services. To assess this socioeconomic impact, the project's researchers held workshops with local communities and carried out choice experiments to understand the fishermen's willingness to pay for the reduction of fish contamination. This exercise was done with fishermen from Baru, Ararca, and Caño del Oro. They found that for a 10% reduction of contamination, the fishermen were willing to pay an average of 2,740 pesos per kilo of fish. They also showed how the presence of contaminants tends to reduce the optimum rate of fish capture. These economic games are exercises in decision-making that simulate the use of natural resources within a group of people. By playing, participants get a better understanding of the effects of individual and collective strategies when using a common resource. A dilemma in cooperation tends to occur during the game. Individual efforts result in higher individual fishing returns, though they also reduce the overall success of the group over time due to overexploitation of the fish stock. After exploring different strategies to optimize both economic income and ecosystem conservation, fishermen groups found that the best strategy for success was through cooperation. By diversifying their efforts with alternative activities like ecotourism, not only can they maintain economic stability, but fishing pressure on the ecosystem is relieved, allowing for conservation and sustainable fishing resources. By working with communities, the BASIC project aims to provide a better understanding of fishing practices and the local economy. With this knowledge, fishing activities can be better managed through community fishermen associations.
Me parece importante para los pescadores porque se puede decir que se retomó el tema de organización de la pesca, de los grupos de pescadores como tal. Me parece importante porque hablando de sostenibilidad y de uso responsable a los servicios ecosistémicos y a todo aquello que nos brinda pues este territorio, es la manera de cómo organizarnos para que se pueda dar un manejo y un uso responsable partiendo de lo que estamos visionando como comunidad de Baru.
Meanwhile, the fishermen also work with biological researchers to collect fish samples for studies of genetics and metal contamination. Samples of snapper, jacks, and catfish collected from 3 different fishing zones were measured for size, DNA, and 6 different metals. Genetic analyses showed that the biological diversity of fish in Cartagena's coastal zone is high. This is good news for the fishermen because diversity helps make fish stocks sustainable. However, a fish stock can have a high diversity but a low abundance. Measurements of fish size showed that most fish were caught before their sexual maturity. This means that the fish did not have the chance to reproduce. Allowing fish to reach the age of maturity before catching them is essential for fish stock sustainability. Unfortunately, toxicological studies found the presence of metals in the fish, including mercury, lead, and chromium. Some metals are found naturally in the environment, but due to their low rates of biodegradation, metals tend to accumulate throughout the life of a fish in a process called bioaccumulation. Some metals, such as mercury, can even increase in concentration as they pass through the food chain. This process is called biomagnification. The metal concentrations found in the fish of Cartagena are not alarming, but they do signal an early warning because if actions for environmental management are not taken, these concentrations could increase and have a negative effect on health. It's also important to be clear that fish is an important source of nutrition, so it is not recommended to stop eating it completely. The World Health Organization states that human health could be worsened if nutritional sources like fish are removed completely from the diet. Finding community strategies to adapt to pollution impacts and climate change is the goal of the BASIC project and its interdisciplinary team of researchers. By understanding the current state of pollution, the economics of artisanal fishing, and exploring alternative activities like ecotourism, the project seeks to support policies at the community, regional, and national level.
Desde hace mucho tiempo estábamos queriendo que la academia por fin se involucrara en esta temática que es histórica el tema de la contaminación de la bahía de Cartagena y todos esos agentes o todos esos actores que implicaron en su momento y que siguen implicando en ella un deterioro progresivo. Hoy, para la gloria de Dios, tenemos este proyecto, tenemos este informe, tenemos este instrumento que es una herramienta para que hoy las comunidades estemos empoderadas de la información. Y esperamos que esta herramienta sea el elemento fundamental para que comencemos desde el gobierno nacional con las entidades gubernamentales y regionales para que por fin se pueda direccionar un tema de política pública pertinente con toda la problemática que tenemos, para que se puedan comenzar a visibilizar esas soluciones de nuestra ciudad, de nuestra bahía, de nuestro mar, que es la vida de los pueblos. Es que el impacto es general para toda la ciudad de Cartagena, pero especialmente para las comunidades que cohabitamos en este territorio de la ciudad de Cartagena. Gracias.
Adaptation to a rapidly changing environment is no simple process for any culture. Through collaboration between researchers, communities, and policymakers, the BASIC project hopes to apply its research so that coastal communities like Baru can find a balance between environmental change and their traditional fishing culture.